Welcome to Strategies with Sasquatch. I am your host, Josh, and we are here after the 1.09 update. And I'm starting over just to see if maybe that helps, because I loaded up my old save and it did not, nothing had changed. So I figured, let's just start over again. And I'm going to, I kept the tutorial on just in case people haven't seen this. And okay, now we're stuck. Long story short, we're just going to play on the same world. This is the same starter world that I had before. And I'm going to do things just a little bit differently to start out with. Just in case the interaction bug still occurs. Alright, let's see here. We're just going to get one of these. I'm going to go through the tutorial. So what it's going to have me do is pick up 2 sticks, 2 rocks, and I'm going to just get everything on this island as quickly as possible. We're not going to stay on this island. Oh dear. I don't even know if I'm going to cut down too much stuff. As far as the last time, I basically took everything. So what I'm going to do is test a theory. Oh dear, here we go. We're going to get as much of these fibrous leaves as I can. We're not going to craft a raft yet. We're going to set up everything close to the water line. And I believe that is going to help, because my theory was that somehow the interactions were inverted. Let's see, did I miss one? Let's see here. No, I think I got everything. So that's what I think. I believe that some of these young palm trees I could interact with, either because they respawned after the glitch occurred, or potentially it was because they were close down to, like, so for example, this thing's pretty close to the water. So that may be one reason why it did work when I went to harvest it. I'm hoping that I don't run into the bug. But like I said, the other saves that I have after the update didn't change as far as what I could and could not interact with. So I don't know if anybody had actually wanted to see me finish those. I'd saved over the file, so because some of the other ones that I still have, I don't want them to go bad. Like, I have a save where I hadn't even played it since the most recent, or since the 1.08 update occurred. I hadn't even loaded it, so I don't know if that's going to be an issue or not. But and then I have one that's like 209 days old, and I tried that, and it wasn't affected in the same way. But it did have some issues, and I'm not sure if it's associated with the most recent update, or if it was from one of the older, or from it having just so much stuff. Like, I have custom islands on there, and one of the islands that I'm on, I've built up quite a large base, and so I was half considering deleting that, but I don't want to, because that's the one that I have the most going on. So I didn't want to lose that save. Let's see, where is this? It's here somewhere. Oh, whatever. I'm going to need lashing, so I'll just do that. Right? Maybe. Let's just make sure I get the lashing from closer by. Alright, this lashing's coming with us. Now, I guess one of the first things I should check is whether or not I get shade in the shade. It should work. Right? Let's see here. Is this shaded area? Okay, it's saying my SPF is going down, so that's a good sign. Oh, I'm completely ignoring. Stone tool. Use R in the crafting menu. Stone tool. I already did that. Highlight the refined knife. There it is. Craft the knife. We'll do that in a minute. We're going to, like I said, I'm going to set up near the water's edge. Oh, that's right. Shucks. Okay, I forgot. I have to, because I started over, a lot of this stuff is going to be, I need to update when I say update, what I mean is I need to level up my skills, so I need to craft. And I'm just harvesting things now because last time I didn't, and I wasn't able to harvest them like I had wanted to. Let's just get those lying down closer to the water. This can go down. Come here. This can go down towards the water. I'm going to end up actually needing that. These sticks can stay. I'm going to need to... Let's see. Actually, I'm going to need a fire. So this is going to go... We're going to put it right here. Right there. That should be good. Going to need some kindling. Here's some stick action here. We're going to end up crafting up some stuff. Like, I want to get an axe as soon as possible. So, again, I'm supposed to be going through the tutorial, but I want to use up this knife. So, or the stone tool. So what you need to do is, one of the smarter things to do is to use the stone tool until its condition gets down. Right now I'm at 70%. At the harvesting level I'm at now, the beginning level, it takes several hits to do things that once you master harvesting, it takes quite a bit less. So like, it takes 2 hits on these young palm trees, and then actually again, until you get to master level harvesting, it's always going to take 2 hits to use a stone tool to harvest these young palm trees. Now, eventually it'll only take 1, but the knife, it takes 1 hit on the young palms. So, eventually I probably will craft that knife just to get this thing on the top left out of my view, because that's fairly annoying. It takes a lot to cut down these trees, so I think it's like 8 or 10. So it takes a little bit of time, and again, it's a little annoying at first, especially if I'm standing here trying to tell you about stuff. Yes, okay, you need to cool down, that's fine. Come here. We're gonna cool down, I promise. We'll jump in the water right now, actually. And I'm going to play this as though... Oh, come on. Get your head under there. I'm going to play this as though it is going to have the interaction bug at some point. And then if it doesn't, that's awesome. That's fine. So... part of what I mean by that is I am going to harvest as many fibrous leaves as I can. I'm going to save them, but I also want to make coconut flasks as soon as I can. So I'll at least get 4 of those, because that is going to be something that I don't know. That was something I had a very difficult time with, because if you can craft a water still, then that's fantastic. But if you are unable to interact with that water still, and then all of a sudden you're unable to interact with the trees, and then therefore you can't have coconuts, then you lose your ability to have water. And that is not going to be good. So again, I'm playing this as though the bug is going to happen, but I'm hoping that it does not. Okay, so... this, we'll cut this tree down. We're going to cut down some of the stuff on this island, just because, like I said, this is the starter island. Typically, I would leave stuff alone and then just be like, okay, this is a nice spot. It doesn't have to be completely deforested, stripped of all resources, but I don't know that we're ever actually going to be able to do much more. So, yeah, you know what? Okay, I already did the kindling, so this can go here. I am going to put things down near the water's edge, because like I have said, what I had learned, or at least through my gameplay, was things near the water line are more interactable than things that are not. And so with that being said, that's how I'm going to go with it. Alright, I don't want to lose everything right now. As far as my food and water are going down quickly because of the interaction, or sorry, the SPF is going all the way down. So what is my stone tool at? 26 or 29, something. It's getting close. So we're just going to keep chopping down, because I will make that knife, but I don't want to just craft a stone tool just to waste it. Again, if you're playing a game that's going to be a longer run, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You don't necessarily have to be that efficient with it. There's going to be plenty of stone tools around. So here we go. There's the knife. We'll get that onto my face. Survival watch. Cycle through. Yep. Skin a crab. Let's do that. We're going to skin a couple of them. Come here. We're going to do that over in the shade. I'm hoping that I can get to crafting level, I think it's 2, that is necessary for, it's either 2 or 3 to get the water still. So I would like to get that set up in the start here. So yes, we've got I already did the kindling, so we're going to take that. We're going to light this fire up just again to get it out of our way. Here we go. Sorry about the clicking noises, but I don't have my fancy setup going for the audio recording. So here we just do this. I think you can jump on the fire without it hurting. That's interesting, right? Yep, that crab. Don't worry, buddy. You're safe. It's fine. I know I'm literally eating your brethren over here. Okay. Don't go away. Right there. Again, the tutorial is going to tell you to do certain things, but in all honesty, you don't even necessarily need to do these things to get through. So, I need to cool down. Yes, yes you do. There, I did that. I ate the coconut. I don't even know if they wanted me to have to eat it. Ooh, I have to chop these trees down. Okay, we're going to get another one of these. Okay, there's craftsman level. That's only level 1. I need level 2. Let me see here. What do I need for... At this point, I am going... will they let me? Okay. I need 2 stone tools and 1 of those. So, I need lashing. Right. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to clear up some of my inventory space. So, I like to drop them like this, just because... Actually, here we go. We're going to do that. Why aren't you going to let... Oh, I don't even know if I have the skill level at the moment. I don't know if they're going to... Oh, yeah, they should. I don't know why they're doing that. That's weird. Come on, guy. Get your crafting on. There we go. Okay, we'll drink this. This is going to be useful later. Now, I definitely had trouble interacting with my raft. So, I know I had said that I was considering putting... using the planks to make... shelving units. Oh, this guy's going to run right into there. Yep. Alright, you know what? You're just going to cause problems. And I'm going to end up needing to eat this anyway, so... Just throw him over there. Cool down. Yes, I know. You're so needy. That's okay. I'm trying to rush this a little bit just so I can get through it. Palm fronds. That's right. I need to cut down a tree. Okay, give me this coconut. We're only going to go with a small tree... because I'm not going to be able to do this axe right away. I mean, like, again, I could craft up 2 of the stone tools and just put them into doing this. But at the moment, I only need a small amount of stuff. Okay. And then one of the other things that I learned is if you go for the palm bunch first, it takes less. If you were to try to separate the palm bunch from the trunk itself, it's quicker to chop at the palm bunch. So, yeah, I've already chopped it up a little bit more than it was necessary. Alright, there we go. And then I need sticks, so I guess I will chop this up. Whatever. I don't want to use up all my stone tools, but... Or I don't want to use up all of the stone right away. Alright, what do I need for that again? I need 1 stick... and 1 lashing. Alright, well, I have the lashing here. We're going to need this. We're going to need 3 of these. We're going to need cloth, actually. Shucks. Alright. I don't have a light source at the moment. Is this done? This is probably done. I just didn't hear it go off. Oh, yeah, that's definitely done. That's weird. Maybe I just didn't hear it. Yeah, I didn't go into the wrecks. Actually, there might be something right here. Ooh, I don't want to risk that. Alright, we're just going to cut this tree down. Because I need the sticks to make the axe, and then I'll use the axe to cut down that thing, the log that I have, and then that way I can... I already did that. I'm confused why it's telling me I need to... Oh, dear. Alright. Yes, there's that. There's that. Another reason I'm doing this is so that... Oh, it's dark. I can get my crafting skill up a little bit faster. Okay, I need those. I need this. Okay, there we go. That's craftsmanship level 2, so that means I can make the water still when I get the cloth for it. Where's that log? Here it is. Okay, we'll chop this thing down. Oh, I needed to put the poor palm fronds in my inventory. There we go. Harvesting is good, so we'll build this. We're just going to put it down here near the water. That should be fine. Alright, we'll save this. Good, the tutorial's over. I've done quite a bit for the evening time. Our food and water are pretty good. We're going to eat the meat just so it doesn't go bad. I'm going to leave that coconut be. I'm not sure if I made 3 stone tools. What the heck? I could have swore it said I needed 2 of them. Yeah, I did. That's weird. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. We're going to just sleep so that way it can get to daytime. I'm not sure if I'm just going to try to push towards like day 6, 5, and 6 really fast. Oh, that's right. I put a bunch of stuff down next to this. I didn't even remember this was here. I didn't need to cut up that log. Whatever. So we have some sticks. Wow, it's still very early. We're thirsty. Let's, I was right next to the fire. Where is it? We're just going to start this up so I can see something. Again, sorry about the clicking. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's some food for later. Still can't see very much. Oh well, let's find a tree and we'll cut down a tree because that'll give us something to do. Palm tree. I don't want to climb this. Actually, you know what? Why not? We're just going to use the stone tool because it'll take a little bit of time to do this. As the sun comes up, we're going to end up needing this stuff anyway. Oh, this is going to take forever. Alright, I've had enough of that. The stone tool is going to be better for cutting down lashings anyway. Or, excuse me. The young palm trees. It'll take a little bit more time to do that because it requires 2 hits each time, but... Okay, there's those other 2 sticks that I didn't find. Here's another stick. We're just going to put those down here again like I did before. And forgot. And then cut down a tree. The tutorial told me that it wanted me to cut down a tree, so that's why I did that. Alright, now, this is a great opportunity to search. Let's put this out. There should be some cloth on this island. Now, we're going to drop a few things. I'm going to put this next to the fire, because that is going to be easier to find that way. And these things, hopefully they don't float away if I put them here. Because if they go in the water, they will float away. We're going to keep those fibrous leaves on us. Alright, now there's going to be cloth. I know this. I just don't remember where. There's probably going to be a few stones and sticks, rocks and sticks lying about. I want to get that water still going sooner than later because, yeah, we're thirsty. I'm going to do my best not to get poisoned, because that would be bad. I don't want that to occur. Got to be careful of the crown of thorns, which is those purple starfish. The cloth that spawns on these islands is usually on the beach, somewhere around the edges. Like, I'd be really unfortunate if they were on these 3 rocks over here, because I can't see under the water very well. Is that cloth? No, that's a stone. Piece of the island. I've been over this way before. Alright, we're just going to see if it's over here. It's not a bad idea to swim under the water anyway, especially at this time of day. Like, my SPF is already going down quite a bit. I'm not sure where the cloth is. Swimming in the water will get your physical skill up. I don't remember exactly what that does. If that, you know, allows you to have more health, or maybe it makes you be able to hold your breath longer. I honestly don't know. I'm just going to take those. Oh, come on. There was cloth. I could have swore there was some on this island. Making a fibber out of me. Alright, now, one of the things that I like to do is take my compass and drop it in the ocean, because I don't need that. There's an achievement that if you can finish a complete playthrough without using your compass, then it gives you that achievement. Now, oh, here's the cloth. It doesn't say anything about you. There's the other cloth. It doesn't say anything about using the cartographer, which is a relatively new feature as far as... Oh, wow, there's even more here. This is excellent. Alright, I don't really care about that flare gun. I think you can use it underwater to scare away a shark. It doesn't hurt the shark, but it'll turn it, you know, away from you. Alright. Last time I built an engine, even though it wasn't... I never used it because I didn't get a chance to farm anything. Alright, we have the cloth. We're gonna leave these... No, we're going over here. Yes. I want to get these crates as quickly as possible. There's... Maybe the shark is going to be here. Let's see. I think I turned animals on... Let's look. Yeah, right now the wildlife is on passive, or sorry, default. It's first person, and the volumetric clouds are off. So I don't know if that's going to make any difference. I don't even know if turning the volumetric clouds on is going to hurt anything. Ooh, there's some barrels. That might come in handy. Okay, that hammer's good. That lashing's definitely useful. The jerry can might come in handy eventually. I don't see the big shark. I'm definitely not unhappy about that. Oh wow, even more cloth. That's excellent. Okay, we're just going to take this. Ooh, leather is good. Oh dear. What else can I do with this? Okay, we're going to put the hammer in here. Give me one more inventory space. Ooh. Oh, that light is good. I like that. Okay. We're going to take one of these cloths. We're going to make a tool belt. And we're going to put that flashlight in there. Now, because I'm so excellently fortunate, we're going to make another one of these. And we're going to make this. So we have a secondary tool belt. Or, yeah, part of my tool belt. And then we're going to put the hammer, or not the hammer, the axe. The axe is going there. That clears up a little bit of inventory space. So now we have the use of a flashlight at any time we want. So that's something I like to do. I would not recommend doing that if you don't have extra cloth, because you're absolutely going to need that cloth. Now, I don't know what craft level you need to use those barrels to turn into a proper... Hold on. I can't even look unless I have the hammer, so we'll do this. Put the hammer in my hand, and then I can come over to vehicles. Yeah, in order to use those barrels, I need Craftsman level 4, so even if I was to bring those onto shore, I wouldn't be able to use them right away. Now, there is a few things you can do to jumpstart that. One is, of course, crafting stuff, like the knife, this, the campfire. You know, this is a crafting. If you have enough sticks left over, you can craft spears. If you have enough fibers, you can craft lashing. You know, if you want, you can create the loom, and that gives you a chance to make cloth. Now, I'm not sure how many of these things is the good idea to do right off the bat. If you were to stay on an island and it wasn't, and you were not worried that it was going to disappear, then it wouldn't be that big a deal. You could craft all those things up, you know, in a matter of moments, and have that craftsman level ready to go. Like, you could easily craft a raft out of all of the different trees on this island. The only problem is you're going to run out of fibrous leaves. Oh, what am I doing? I need to find water, that's right. Oh, as it rains? Is it raining? Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, I need this. I need this. This. And I think that's everything I need. And we're going to put this down by the water. Right here. As close to the water as it'll let me go, even if in the water. That's good. Okay. Now this is nice because it just started raining. It should at least give one drink of water. Wow. It had been many, many days in the other save that I deleted to create this save. It hadn't rained. It just straight up didn't rain, and I'm not sure exactly why that happened, but it was very unfortunate, especially because my character was so very thirsty. I ended up trying to go to other islands and scavenging other shipwrecks, and I found that it wasn't as easy as I thought it was, because some of these ships are above water, and if they're above that water line, at least with the glitch that was happening, the interaction bug, it wasn't allowing me to interact with them. So what I was doing was I was taking something like this and just moving them, you know. Even though it wouldn't let me interact with it if you picked up the thing, but you just had to be careful not to drop the thing that you were moving them if they were too high up, because then you wouldn't be able to interact with that. Now, let's say that you had a stone, right, or a rock, and your rock you were using to push it, right? Well, and then you dropped it, and then you couldn't interact with it. You could still craft with it, which I found, you know, kind of cool. Little workarounds. Hopefully these are irrelevant factoids that I'm, you know, spewing at you at the moment, and that in the future we won't have to worry about them at all. But little recommendations just in case, if you want to start over, if you want to make sure, you know, get yourself some coconuts, don't eat them. You know, if you're going to make a fire, put it near the water, craft your stuff near the water. Just in case, because like I said, the water line seemed to be the interaction point. Alright, there we go. Palm bunches, those are nice. If you break them up into palm fronds, you can only store 4 palm fronds in one inventory spot. Whereas if you leave the palm bunches whole, then you can fit 4 palm bunches in one inventory spot. The math doesn't quite make sense, but it works, so it's a good way to do that. And again, the other part of it is, again, if the interaction bug reoccurs even after this update, which will be unfortunate, just make sure you try to keep your stuff down near the edge of the water. Don't put them in the water, because then they might float away, but these things are not too terribly above the water. But like if you were way up here at the top of the island, you might have some trouble with it. At least that's what I discovered. It might not be the same for all saves across all systems. I don't know. It's just what it is. I like playing the game, so I'm not going to let it stop me. And we're thirsty, so we're going to die if we don't drink. We're hungry, but... Oh, we're going to take this for sure. We're going to put this over here. I don't know if I'm going to try to craft up any of these right away or not. There was another... I thought there was another aloe plant somewhere. Here it is. We're just... I'm still used to having to crouch to interact with stuff, so... I'm just going to take it as it is for the time being. Normally I would just leave those things and just come back to them whenever I needed them. Or like I said, if you wanted to, you can start up a farming plot. It doesn't take very much to get your farming going. You just need to craft a crude hoe. And then, like it says here, you need level 3 for anything other than a wood farming plot. And those are actually kind of expensive, as it were, because it requires how many lashing? I think it was 1 lashing and 4 sticks, and then at the most it only holds 4 servings of water. Oh yeah, look at that. So I've got 2 free drinks of water from crafting this during the storm. So we're just going to drink that up. It might fill it up 1 more, who knows. I've also noticed sometimes if you find little puddles along the beach, I'm not seeing any on this island particularly, but like, let's say that, like, right here, there was a depression in the sand, and there was a puddle in the water. That would allow your, like, I think your water still will absorb that water. Yeah, like right here. This is a little bit wet. Sometimes this will be covered in water, and you can put your water still here, and it'll soak up all of that water, giving you free drink. It doesn't last forever. Once that water's gone, it doesn't refill, but... it is a nice little tidbit. So yeah, this storm is going a long time. That's a good thing, because I'm thirsty. My guy's thirsty. Oh, here's another young palm tree. We're going to take that. It is kind of important to try to cut down all of the young palm trees that you can find on your starter island as soon as possible. Like that one, this is day 2 already. So that one that I just cut down isn't going to respawn when the other ones did. Or when the other ones do that I cut down on the first day. So, anyway, I probably should get some of these trees cut down, but again, this is mostly just to see. I don't really care as much. I would like to get to another island, but part of me starting over and recording is to give some information, just, again, testing, because I know that there's people out there who are still frustrated with the game because things aren't doing what they... would like them to do. All right, look at that. 1 storm got me at least 3 servings of water. And the original palm frond that was put in there still hasn't been used up, so that's nice. All right. It's 14:40, so it's like almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I still have 3 more hours of high sunlight. I should be fine because my FPS is... well, it's starting to go down again. It goes down rather fast, so something to keep an eye on. Oh dear. Now I'm not sure if I chop down all 3 of these yucca plants. There will be 6 fibrous leaves that come from each of them. Keep an eye on where they fall, because sometimes they'll be like way back here. And if you get used to where they fall down, you don't have to use the crafting thing. Like the trick, because if you're harvesting stone and the stone falls into the bush, you can still, interact with the stone through the crafting menu. Like this right here. If I had the pick and it fell into here and I couldn't reach it, I could go to the quick craft and it would give me the option if it was there. Same with cutting down sticks. Like if I chop this tree down and it falls into the bush, it would be a waste not to use it, but you could use the quick crafting menu. And it would say, oh, hey, the stick is still there. You just can't grab it because it's hidden in the bush. But yeah, anyway. So this has been... we're on day 2 already. Oh, no, we're still on day 1. Ooh, that was my wrist. Sorry about that. That's weird. I thought we went through a night cycle already. I'm pretty sure we did. Well, anyway. I'm going to leave it here. This is Strategies with Sasquatch. And in the next episode, we're going to continue moving towards that goal of getting a raft, I like to leave this thing, you know, somewhat intact in case I want to come back to this island. But I could chop down all these trees and craft up a raft really fast. It might not be the worst idea for me to try and do that because I still have enough for 3 lashings. We have cloth. These are empty. Those will get filled up. There might be one more wreck on this island that I don't remember, but I'd like to go to... I'm not sure which island it was. It was one of these ones. I think it was that one right there. The one straight ahead. I'm going to the right side of the screen because it zooms in. That might be a good one to go to. I don't have binoculars or spy glasses, but what you can do is you can craft a spear and it allows you to zoom in. So that way it's not exactly a full zoom, but it definitely gives you a better idea. And then if you see that thing standing straight up on the right hand side just above the spear, that's a shipwreck. So you can know that that island has at least one shipwreck. And there's different types of ships. So okay, that itself straight ahead is the way out. That's the giant ship. There's not going to be any resources on that island. Are these growing back already, or did I miss that? Well, anyway. I know I was going to do an outro like 3 or 4 minutes ago, and then I just kept talking, but this is Strategies with Sasquatch, and this is Stranded Deep, and we're going to try and see if we can get through without the interaction bug occurring. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.